So I just finished reading the article, Thumoslang as a Common Ground for Discourse. And what this article is about is a text conversation between Nick Anthony Quach and Lionel Fritsch, two people who I work on Thumoslang with. Um, and they were talking about government policy, um, particularly about Vladimir Putin's exact uh, category as a person who controls Russia. The details of the conversation aren't too important. What's important is the use of Thumoslang in the conversation. Normally, when people have talks like this, it's very easy for them to start talking past one another. Um, we're talking about international global politics here. It's a very complicated subject. So it's very easy for a few very small misinterpretations on both people's parts to lead to um, them not being able to understand one another at all and not really hear one another out. But with Thumoslang, they were able to refer back to thumbnail definitions so that they could pin down the exact subject that they were talking about, and not get confused when they would refer to different ideas, or maybe even discuss different understandings of the same idea and use two different definitions, for example. Um, the point is, this is one of the main methods for using Thumoslang to benefit a conversation, but most people don't have very complicated conversations like these, at least that they recognize for what they are in their day to day life. So, having this article as an example, and I would encourage anybody who's curious about how to benefit from Thumoslang to read it. Having this article as an example for how two people who are talking about a complicated subject can make the discussion a lot easier and a lot more productive using Thumoslang, I think is going to be very good for us trying to spread this material, and I think it's going to be very good for a lot of people who are trying to understand what we do. Um, so I really like what I read.